If you've ever asked yourself, why can't I just relax? You're not alone. A lot of high achievers feel anxious in ways that don't really match their lives. They know they've done well, so the anxiety doesn't always make sense. And that disconnect is often what keeps them stuck. But here's the thing, it's not always about the present. It's about patterns that formed much earlier. Hey, I'm Kristen. I'm a licensed therapist, and today we're talking about something I see constantly in my work with high achievers. People who are smart, capable, successful, and quietly anxious. If you're someone who keeps pushing, keeps thinking, keeps performing, yet still feels unsettled when things slow down, this video is for you. We're going to talk about the myth that healing jeopardizes ambition and how you can be driven and healthy at the same time. There's a belief a lot of high achievers carry, even if they never say it out loud. If I'm functioning this well, things can't be that bad. From the outside, that makes sense. You're productive, responsible, people rely on you. But in therapy, I hear something very different. I can't shut my mind off. I feel tense even when nothing is wrong. I don't know how to relax without feeling guilty. This is the trap of high-functioning anxiety. It causes you to minimize and invalidate your experiences, which then creates even more anxiety. In fact, being able to perform under pressure often means you learned early how to stay alert, focused, and in control, even when things didn't feel safe emotionally. This is where childhood wiring matters. When you grow up in an environment where love feels conditional, inconsistent, or tied to performance, your system adapts. And we're not just talking about family dynamics here. We're also talking about school and society. So you learn things like do what's expected and you'll be accepted. Stay ahead so nothing falls apart. Mistakes cost too much. Those lessons don't stay in your head. They become patterns your body and brain repeat automatically. Over time, that turns into perfectionism, overthinking, and anxiety that doesn't make sense on paper because the original context is long gone, but the wiring remains. And that's why so many driven adults feel restless when they stop. Their system learned early that slowing down meant risk. So here's the mistake I see all the time. People assume success means they've already dealt with past emotional wounds, but achievement is not the same as healing. You can build a very impressive life while still operating on beliefs formed years ago, like I have to earn rest, or I'm valued for what I produce, or if I make a mistake, something bad happens. Ambition becomes a coping strategy, a very effective one until it isn't, because eventually the pressure leaks out as anxiety, burnout, or just this constant sense of unease that never fully goes away. So let's talk about what's actually happening. When your system is wired around staying on high alert, calm doesn't feel neutral, it feels unfamiliar. That's why rest can feel uncomfortable. That's why your mind ramps up when things slow down. Your system learned that movement equals safety. Some of my clients have even said they're scared to be alone with their thoughts. And this isn't about lacking insight. Most high achievers are very self-aware. It's about old beliefs subconsciously running in the background long after they were needed. What I like to call blind spots. Until those beliefs are addressed directly, your body keeps responding as if the pressure never stopped. So can high achievers heal without losing their edge? Yes, and this part matters. Healing doesn't mean becoming passive, unmotivated, or complacent. What actually happens is this. Drive becomes an intentional choice, not a compulsion rooted in fear. Rest stops feeling like failure and actually becomes restorative. Achievement no longer carries your entire sense of worth. You keep your ambition, you just stop being pushed by fear, pressure, and old rules that no longer apply. That's what real change looks like for high achievers. So if you recognize yourself in this, the tension, the overthinking, the pressure to keep proving yourself, there's a reason it feels so persistent. These are patterns, and patterns can change when you work with them at the right level. That's why I created Anxious to Anchored. It's a cohort-based group coaching program designed specifically for high-functioning people who are tired of holding it all together while feeling unsettled inside. We focus on understanding subconscious beliefs, childhood wiring, and the patterns that keep anxiety in place without stripping away your ambition. If you're ready to feel more grounded and confident without losing your edge, you can learn more through the link in the description. The next cohort starts February 18th, so be sure to apply soon. Thanks for being here. You don't have to keep running to feel okay. There's another way to live inside your success.